And help me Jesus now! Talk about losing the will to live. Hey, well, it's afternoon now, isn't it? Good afternoon, me old spotted dactyses, dinkles and popty bloody pings, and how the devil are you? And I hope you're well. Talk about losing the will to live. That would hard work, that then. We just loaded here. No bother. No bother at all with getting loaded. Chaps were sound, sorted, blah blah blah. Cheers. No problem, pal. Chaps were sound. Loading us. Got loaded straight away. And then I come out, for way out at Weybridge, and they'd gone for dinner. Noting. Gone for lunch, be back at such a time. So, righto. Be back at 12:30. Righto. So, this is like 10 to 12. So I had to wait till 12:30. And then, oh, we can't release this paperwork yet. We need authorisation from XYZ, whoever you've loaded this for. So, righto. So I got on to Fraggle Rock at our place. We'll sort it, no worries. And it's basically I've had to stand at Weybridge at a window for like 40 minutes until this authorisation crap come through. Anyway, we're loaded. We're out of here. We're out of here now. Like I said, loaded, no problem. It's one of them things, shit happens, you know what I mean? These things happen, don't they? So we're now going to Scotland. I'm not going to go under Mersey Tunnel, I'm just going to go back out via the M53. We're going to go back out via the M53 and the M6, M56. Then up at M6, go that way. I don't know what's happened here, but something's rattled them trees. There's 2 or 3 big branches fell down there. Unless they couldn't find any cones for mark out a parking space, so they've just decided, well, what we'll do, we'll use a few trees. Camouflage division. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you're well. I hope you've had a great weekend. We went looking at some puppies, me and wife, at weekend. I don't want another dog. I'm adamant I don't want another dog. But her friend's got these puppies and she was wanting people. There was a couple of people coming round to look at them. So wife insisted that we'll go and have a look as well. As you do, you know. Now then, which way did I come in here? That's a good bloody point. I don't actually know. I want the A41, so I think it's straight across at these lights, isn't it? I think it was. So yeah, wife insisted that we was going to have a look as well. I knew what she was doing. She's trying to hook me in. I says, no, we're not going. I don't want to. So anyway, I finally gave in. I said, okay, we'll go and have a look. But that's all we're doing. We're just having a look. Yeah, no problem, love. She's at it. And I thought, I know what you're up to. And I were adamant. No. I don't want another dog. Don't want to. And we went. They're these Hungarian Vizslas, they're called. Absolutely adorable. I saw Mother. Mother was a gorgeous dog. She'd had 9 pups. And all these pups are in this little pen. They're about 6 weeks old, so there's been a couple of weeks with the mother yet. They're all in this little pen, all looking up and blinking and whatnot. And one of them, they're all piled up on top of each other. Oh, just mirrors as we come round. I'm committed, and so is he. I'll just back it off and I'll go round him. And one of them broke the mould, broke free from the rest of them, come over and had a look at me, blinked at me twice, and then went row row. So I picked it up and it snuggled into me, pissed on my t-shirt, marking its scent, and wanted to claim me. So I've called it Dora the Explorer. It's a little bitch. I don't know whether we're having it or not yet, but I was smitten, like I fell for it. You know what I mean? It claimed me. It claimed me as its dad. So I kind of fell for it. So I don't know what crack is yet. I'm still adamant we're not having another dog, but I'm going to go back for another look at it next week. Maybe in 2 weeks when it's ready. I might just take it home with me. I don't know. It was a gorgeous little thing. Explorer the Explorer. There's only one what broke free and come out investigating, you know. And wife's just looking at me like that. She said, well, it's up to you, I'm not bothered either way. You said we weren't having another dog. I said, that's reverse psychology, that. I know exactly what you've done though. Just kept giggling. Force is a weasel, honestly. You know, in the olden days, they used to say that man is head of the family, which was always true. But I tell you what, if man was head of the family, then woman was the neck. And let's be honest, the woman can turn the neck, can turn the head any way it wants to. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, we're off, we're moving, we're up the way. So we're going to drop back out of here now on towards the M53, up the 53, pick up the 56, and we are going to Scotland. It's not handy, it's, you know, it's nearly 1:30 now. I could have done with getting up Scotland pretty well, I could have been an hour ahead of where I'm at right now. I could have done without waiting for that paperwork. Because I've got to tip this, well, I don't know if it's being tipped or just dropping the trailer in this yard. Straps off, and then I'm picking up another trailer for Dunfermline, but that's booked in at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, so I'm going to be up against it, I really am. By the time I get up to where I need to be. We'll sort it. It is what it is. The downside of this job, sometimes you get loaded no problem, then just have to sit around for over an hour waiting on paperwork and genuinely being pissed about. Shit happens. I'm not being morbid, I'm not being morbid. Doom and bloody gloom. Oh no, not me. Die, die, diddle, I'm a doodly, I'm top, ticky, tom, a tight, tom, po, other than that, really, not done a great lot. What did we do on Saturday? Oh, we went watching a film on Saturday. We went to the pictures. Went to the pictures in Carlisle watching that new film, A Quiet Place. I've seen the first two. The first one was brilliant. The second one was alright. I'll be honest, I thought the third one was shit. It was weak. It was a load of crap. And ironically, I got bollocked off wife for talking. I was asking questions and talking through film, and she bollocked me for not being quiet. I think I was more scared of the bollocking. I was more scared of the bollocking I got coming through the dark, coming at me in the dark, than I was of the monsters. But no, I wasn't. It was fucking shite. It was crap. It was a waste of an hour and a half. I think when they hit on something good, it's like with any film, you know, like you get any decent film like Jaws or out like that, they do a second one which is believable, but they should leave it there. It's never as good, but they should leave it there. The third one, I thought it was shite, it was pointless, it was a load of crap. A load of rubbish. Lights have gone on red up ahead, so we're just backing him off. Just tickling and feckling, lad, just tickling and bloody feckling. And this is the Wirral that we're in now, apparently, the Wirral. Is it Wirral or Wirral? Whatever the case may be. Oh, bastard. That's not happening. They didn't stay on green for long, did they? They did not stay on green for long. Major set of traffic lights like that, they didn't stay on green for long. You just get going again, boom, changed. I couldn't go through. Couldn't justify it. Unless they're controlled by sensor motions, I don't know. It senses there's now coming towards it, so it changes. That was dog shit, that. diggity boppity boopity boo. Lights are changing mirrors, diddly diddly umpty doo. Go on, lad. Go on, LP, go on. So I've got a load of steel coils on. That's what I'm transporting up to Scotland. Not that you need to know, you know what I mean? The bonny car, that Astra, I do like the look of that. Yeah, I like that. 16 plate. Yeah, I do like that. I like how Astras have evolved over the years with the shape. I mean, all cars have, haven't they? But I really did used to like the Mark 1 Astra and the Mark 2. Given the choice, I'd have the Mark 1 Astra, the GTE. The Mark 1 Astra GTE I thought was a phenomenal looking car when I was a youngster. I used to know a lad whose brother had one. He had it on an air-edge plate, a silver one. It had Recaro bucket seats in it and that. So, I mean, in the late 1980s, it was a fantastic car, and it seemed fast when he used to take us for a spin round blocking it. It seemed like shit off a shovel. It probably wouldn't stand up with today's modern cars, but I think it'd still pack a punch, like. But yeah, I really do like the Mark 1 Astra GTE. I mean, you wouldn't have one there and use it as an everyday car, would you? If you got one there, it'd cost you a fortune, and it'd have to be in really good condition, unless you knew what you were doing to buy a shell and restore it and do one up. You wouldn't use it every day. You'd just take it out at weekends to these car shows, wouldn't you? But no, I do have a soft spot for the Mark 1 Astra GTE. Mark 2 Astra GTEs were good as well, but I just think the Mark 1s were absolutely fantastic. As 2 was the Mark 1 Fiesta. I think the Mark 1 Fiesta were great. The XR2s, and there was one called the Super Sport, wasn't there? I think the Mark 1 XR2 Fiestas was fantastic, were great cars. As 2 was the Mark 2. The Mark 2s were great. The Mark 1s just had something for me. Some mirrors. And you had the XR3, didn't you, which was the Escort. Again, the Mark 1 shape. Sorry, not the Mark 1, I think it was the Mark 2 shape, wasn't it? A Mark 3, one or two, they were a little square thing. And then I think they do an XR4 in a Sierra. I think they did an XR4 in a Sierra, and then they just couldn't seem to stop them after that, didn't they? I don't know what's the latest on Fords. They don't do the XRs anymore. Mind you, they don't even make Sierras anymore. I thought the Ford Sierra was a good car. I did. They replaced them with the Mondeos, didn't they? I don't know what they've got now. I've got a little roller skate, a little Citroen C1. It's the wife's old car. When we got wife a new car, the C1 was still good to go for a few more miles, and it passed another MOT, so I thought I might as well keep it. So I use it now for work. Just goes to the yard and sits in the yard all week. Gets me home. It's a cracking little car. I just call it a little roller skate. It's like a TARDIS though. You think it's so small outside, you get in them and there's quite a bit of room in back. You can sit comfortable in back seats. I do, I just like it, and it's a punchy little thing, but it'll fly on it. Mile an hour on motorway. I nearly said 90 then. It'll sit quite comfortably at 70 plus on motorway. It's a good little car. And the thing I like about it is the basicness of it. There's no flashing lights, gadgets, jigglies and hula-has and all things this, that and t'other. It's just like, it does exactly what it says on tin. You start the bloody engine, and everything's there. The controls are just basic and simple, and you drive the thing. Little 5-speed gearbox in it. Just mindfully, we are just coming up towards the M53. We're turning left further on up ahead. Yeah, it's just a basic car. It does exactly what it says on tin. Nothing fancy, no frills, but packs a little punch. It's a good little car for running about in. Just mindfully, there's a cyclist up ahead of us. I'm just going to back it off because I need to give him a wide berth to go past him, and I think the traffic's slowing down up ahead there, so I may as well just back him off and roll up. No point me trying to pass him with that traffic stopped up ahead because I'm going left anyway onto M53 Motorway.
Go round the roundabout, first exit.
Yeah,
then
baby.
keep right.
So mirrors. I'll put a signal on. There we go, we're on the M53. Cyclist is picking his nose there as we've just gone past him. As you do, you know what I mean?
After 500
Right,
yards,
we want to follow the signs for Warrington to Tom. Mirrors. Bob's your uncle and Fanny's his weekend plaything. Progress. Just mindful, there's a little van coming overtaking us. I'll just come off that gas. Just let this truck on in front of us. There's a little van and a car coming to overtaking us, you see. Would you like to live in that house there? Well, there's a few houses, there's a street. I'm not sure. Do you think you get used to noise eventually? I mean, 24/7 traffic passing by you in your bedroom window. Shoulder recovery, just picking something up. Some mirrors. Mirrors. We're going to come out into lane 2. Let this trucky on. Oh, trucky! Yes, trucky. Okay, lad, don't mention it. Don't bother, lad. Nobody I'll pay. Just mindful now. I'm going to come back in because this left duker on in lane 1's motoring on. We'll end up matching each other, even Stevens, for a bit. It might take me a mile or two to pass him, so I don't want to create a flow of traffic behind me. Yeah, that's pretty much been my weekend. How's yours been? There's houses again there. See there? Houses again. Left and right. I don't know whether I'd live so close to a motorway like. I suppose you get used to it though. I mean, you know, these buggers what live on back of Manchester Airport and Heathrow at London, you know, right on bottom of frigging flight path where they're just coming in foot land and just lifting bloody booster phaser 9 thrusters back and that. Just adjusting flux capacitor for tilt flaps up a bit and slow them down. You know that reverse engine sound? I don't know what a official terms of it is. Flux capacitor to de-throttler. That sounds plausible to me. The 1.21 gigawatt reducer. Right, that one. That one what makes heck of a racket. Canal there. However, that's the Leeds-Liverpool canal. I happen to guess it is. So we are in a temporary 50. There's one lane of cones out, nobody working on anything. As per the usual. Two in front's braking, oh sorry, three in front's braking. There's no problem, he's just bunched up to a truck in front of him, just keeps braking. Well, it's pot calling kettle black because the truck in front of me is bunched up to a car's arse. There's actually two cars in front of this wagon in front of me. I've only just noticed the second one. I'm keeping my distance from him anyway, but he's literally right on the back bumper of the car in front of him. Looks like he's keeping a good reasonable safe distance from the car when I initially saw braking, what's sat up a truck's arse. Well, he's not. There's a car literally right there in front of him because he's sat right up its rigget. Right up its crack, lad, he's sat. Which is bloody stupid really, because if something happens and that car slams on, he's going to run right over the top of it. And it's not a joking matter. Just mindful, just looking down this slip road here, I can see a tanker coming up. Yellow cab on it. I'm not allowed in lane 2, so we're going to meet. If I don't back it off a bit, I'll just come off that gas and just tickle and fettle and roll it forward. We're going to go left shortly anyway.
Take the exit.
So mirrors!
Take the motorway.
Just start putting a signal on. Just thank the man behind us. Flashed us in.
Take the exit.
I'm taking it, love.
Take the motorway.
Bloody taking it, love. You better believe it, I'm bloody taking it. So I am now. Still in a 50. Probably run you up to Charnock Richard Services and I'll cut you loose. Check my straps again. Not going into Lymm, it's a bit of a pain in the arse. I suppose I could do. There's no point in me putting a signal on. We're going to come out into what is going to be the start of lane 1 of 3. Just mirrors, just back him off, because I don't know where this little van towing a trailer is going to go. There's a car towing a caravan, that's coming back into lane 1. Just mindful of this one here. This Ford blah-de-blah towing this little trailer. So mirrors, mindful, there's heavy traffic coming down from left now. So we're going to come over into lane 2. Quite a few vehicles joining from the left. We'll overtake Caravan Jack, Cactus Jack in his caravan. I'm in a dilemma now. I am catching it slowly, but do I come back into lane 1 and drop it off 2 mile an hour, but then I risk Cactus jacking his caravan climbing up my arse again? Or do I just stick it out, because I am catching him now? I don't like hogging lane 2, but I am making progress on this truck, on this left hookah. So I think the decision's made. We're going to stick with it now. I'm going to pass him. Again, I'm no expert. I'm just calling out what I'm seeing and what I'm reacting to. I could come off here at Chester Services and cut you loose, but it takes forever and a day to get back on at Chester Services. You can never get back out again on that bloody roundabout. I'm not right keen. There's a little strand loose on one of these coils, and every time I look in there I just keep seeing it like that on bed and trailer. And initially you think it's a strap loose, and it's not, it's just that. It was like that when he put it on. It's all secured, but there's one just come out. Mirrors were going to come in. Just thank left hookah. When he put it on, there was one little end piece just came out, and it's just going gadang 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 gadang. Gadang 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 gadang. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone. And a ba 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 gadang 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 blue moon. Any excuse break into a song, you know what I mean? But it is true, I can see it on bed and trailer just flapping like that. It's like a little flapometer. But it's secure. A bloody hole. Nah, it's fine. I will check at Charnock Richard and just, you know, we'll come a few miles down the road. All my straps look sound and secure. I can't see any dangling or flapping. I've also put the coils only come to 3/4 of the way down the back of the trailer. So when the last coil ends, because they're all like on a little bump on top of each other stacked going down, when the last one ends, I've shoved a wooden burrer up across the trailer and pushed it up flush to the arse end of the last coil, and I threw a strap over that, and I've strapped the burrer. So it's not going to go anywhere, if that makes sense. So nothing can slide backwards. I don't know whether that's right or wrong. I've not really done coils before, but I've strapped them all according to how I think they should be done. But again, with that last one, I just thought, well, if I put a burrer at the back of it and then strap the burrer down so it's not going to go anywhere, if I start going over bumps, that can't then start sliding backwards, and eventually the last one slide out of its ratchet straps. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Yeah, they're all like on an angle like going down, so we're just putting that burr up flush. I thought that'll stop that arse end just slide. I mean, there's some weight in them all anyway, but I've got 11 coils on, so I think that burrer will just, you know, steady eddy it and keep it. It'll just act as like a base plate on the back, you know what I mean? Whether right or wrong, that's what I've done. I'm a dang and a dang a ding a dang ding and a bring and a bing a bing a bong bing and a bing and a pong a pong a pong pong boom boom. It's a lovely day again. A little bit of cloud out hither and thither. It's a nice day. A little bit of a breeze as well, so it's not too warm on you, you know, boiling your skin. It's lovely. I just love it. It's just lovely. I think we might just drop you into Lymm actually, because it's a fair old trek from there to Charnock Richard, isn't it? Yeah, we might run you into Lymm. I'll go to the toilet, I'll go for a pee, and I'll cut you loose first, then I'll go for double check these straps, and then we'll crack on again with the rest of our day. I mean, it's only Monday today, we're out all week, aren't we? So I've no doubt we'll pick you back up somewhere. But I'll post this video later on tonight. So just mindful, this car's just coming in, it's now going to start braking. Obviously there's a junction coming up short with some mirrors. We're going to have to come out and take it. This boils my piss, this, when they do this. They're coming up to the junction, you see, but they'll pull in front of you a mile away from the junction. They're just adamant that they're going to hog lane 1 now, so they'll pull in front of you, straight in front of you, then brake. First thing they'll do is brake, because he doesn't want to be too close to the van, but he's not bothered about you running up his arse, do you know what I mean? So all these, I reckon, now are going to be coming off for Runcorn. I'll ring him back in a minute. Yeah, junction 12 at Runcorn. All of them, they're all queuing, stacking up for come off there, see. So just mirrors. We are going to come back in because there's enough of a gap now for me to come back in, but every one of them stacked up doing 50 mile an hour waiting to get off a mile away from junction. Mindful mirrors, these two's coming off as well. Back on the gas, just looking across here, trying to look what's coming out through them bushes, what's going to emerge. Also mirrors. Mirrors. Mirrors, one coming on. Mirrors, he should get through. He should get on before we get to him. No bother. No bother, pal, no bother. That's right to do, Jimmy. I'll see you. I do apologise to anyone from Pontefract. That was a dreadful rendition of your accent, wasn't it? Well, there you go. Okay, then, do. Bloody shoe, hoggity doggity doggity doo, diddly up to tight toe, a stinky rotten swine and show. Mirrors, we're closing up on this guy. We're gonna come out. Pulls well, this, for a 530, doesn't it? We're fully loaded. That just pulls well. Good uphill as well, this. Fine uphill. I'd rather drive a Scania, I'll be honest with you. I'd rather have a Scania. But the beds are really comfortable on these DAFs, they really are. And it pulls very well. Going uphill. Piss all over a Scania going uphill, this. Unless you're in a big flashy 770 V8 or something, you know what I mean, a 660 V8. It's just the clickness of all this daft. It's like cheap tat, you know what I mean? It's as if somebody hired a Scania one weekend and they thought, how can we copy this without making it look like we've ripped them off. Do you know what I mean? And I don't like the top bunk up there. I think they should have 3 cupboards at the back like they do in the new Scanias. Not keen on a top bunk. Yeah, you can hire your gear on it, of course you can. But I don't like top bunks. I split my frigging head open one night on, not this one, I had another fella struck a few weeks ago. Because this one was in for a new tacho head, the tacho head had knackered up on it. So I had another fella struck and he had his top bunk down. And I have mine up on an angle, you see. So just mirrors, mindful, just come off that gas, we'll let these 2 roll on, just cautious of this van here at the side of us. Just wonder where he's going to spit out. Again, just come off that gas, just temporarily let him get on. There you go, sorted, no bother. Yeah, I have the bed hoisted up so it's on like an angle, like that. The other fella didn't, he had his down. I ended up, he were on holiday, I ended up in his truck all week and I tramped in it all week. Fuck me, I'd have been alright till about Wednesday, and I get up Wednesday morning and just completely forgot, boom, gashed on top of my fucking head, on steps and all, because I sleep on passenger side, mate, like. I bashed all top of my fucking head on them metal ladders. It weren't half a graze, a gash in my head, like. It was when we was due to go on holiday, so it's over a month ago now. We were going on holiday to Skye, weren't we? The end of the week. I finished on the Thursday. So I'd done it the Wednesday, the day before I finished. I was absolutely devastated. I'd done 3 nights out in his wagon, in another fella's wagon. Oh, it was horrible, that. I just had to sit there with tissues on and everything. Whoa, lad. Mirrors. Now, personally, I know you're doing 50 mile an hour, but I think that camper van should have built its speed up a little bit more. This guy's not a clue in front of me, he just slams on and then just pulls in front of us. I think that camper van should have built its speed up a little bit more to then come out. Because when he put his indicator on come out, the fella in the white car in front of me just slammed on, flashed him. No concern of what's behind him and no awareness of what's behind him, you know what I mean? All they can see in that white car is what's in front of him. Anyway, no problem. Just another day in the office, pal. Just another day in the office. Mirrors. Who's back in? Back in lane 1, pal. Back in lane 1. Mindful, slip road. So you brought them down here on third shoulder. Then your big flash fancy Audi. That was a suicidal big moggy or a midget. Massive. Bumblebee or something. Just did away with itself on windscreen. Apple Jack's Adventure Farm. That was signed if that sign was for. turn, we'll cut you loose about here. Put him off. Get into Lymm, I'll have a piss, and then I'll crack back on again, I'll pick you up later. Some mirrors! We'll run you into Lymm services and then we'll call it a day for this particular video.
After 800 yards, take the exit, then keep left.
These hard shoulders are slivers, aren't they?
Keep left.
I'd be frightened of breaking down there, mate. Getting out of bloody wagon, you get flat and getting out. You have to come out to the other side. I can't mind on where we've just been there. Was it Bromborough? I think it was Bromborough, wasn't it? I'm just trying to think of what I'm going to call this video after. Bromborough on the Wirral. Or Wirral. So mirrors, we're going to come off here to the left because we're coming off foot services. So we run you into Lymm. We'll call it a day.
After 200 yards.
We've probably done a good 45 minutes, I would
Take
imagine.
the motorway.
Mindful, there's a car now up my Riggett and I'm just looking across see what's coming up this road. Mirrors! Out coming now. Just back him off, just roll him up.
500 yards, bear right, then bear left.
Start backing him off now. He's probably going into services as well in this car transport, you see. Lights are on red. Just gentle, just tickling and fettling, just rolling him up. Lights are changing, mirrors. There we go. Little gentle squeeze of gas because the one thing these daffs are a bugger for, if you try and power back on again now, it'll just go, it just bounces you up and down like a frigging jack in a box.
Then bear
I'm not
left.
keen, I don't like it, so just a little gentle squeeze of acceleration, that's all.
Bear
It stops you
left,
from jumping up
then
and down.
Take the motorway. After 100 yards, go round the roundabout, fourth exit.
So I'm just looking
then
across that
bear
roundabout, it
right.
looks like it's quite
Go
busy
round the
going into
roundabout,
services there.
fourth exit, then bear right.
So mirrors, signals on. Right, I'm going to cut you loose when we get in here. I'm going to have a piss, I'm going to check my straps and then I'm going to crack on again because I want to get some progress up to Scotland. Because like I said, my next load that I'm picking up in the same yard as I'm dropping this off, my next load is booked in for 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. The time now is 10 to 2. So I need to be getting on really. You know, a lot of people moan and complain about this job. It is what it is, you know what you're signing up for when you take the job on. There's no point whinging and complaining and I don't like this and I don't like that and I want to change this and I want to change that. It's the haulage industry, it's how it works.
After 100
It is what it is.
yards, turn right.
You've got to work the job according to what you've got on.
Turn
I mean, you've
right.
got to plan your day around what jobs you've got. You could end up doing a short day or a 15-hour day or a 16-hour day. It is what it is. I just get on with it, mate. I don't worry too much about it. Well, I just know that I need to be getting on. So, it is what it is. And that's that. Right, now it looks busy on my right hand side, so I'm going to make the move and come over to my left here. So I can swing round. It does look busy. He's just got that one last space there. So if I just come over here, I'm hoping I can slot in. Looks bloody busy here and all. I'm hoping with a nice wide swing we'll get in between these two here, see. Let's just have a look. Here we go. Bingo. We'll get it in here. Right, I've been your old mate Borothea once again. You, my friend, have been beautiful. I'm not going to hang about. I'm going to check these straps, go for a piss, and then I'm getting on. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, whatever it is. And yeah, thank you. Join me on the next one. See you later. Bye-bye.